Do you know exactly where your child's data goes the millisecond they log into a school app? It is perfectly normal to feel uneasy about that. Educational platforms are opaque by design, and tracing the digital footprint of a student can feel like tracking a ghost through a server farm. But if your child attends the Grand County School District, you don't have to fight a faceless technology giant to get answers. You just have to talk to Kendra Cups. As the district's director of technology, she personally vets every single application before a student is allowed to see it. In Grand County, protecting student data involves human oversight alongside technical barriers. You have a specific local official whose job is to stand between your child and the cloud. Under Utah law, specifically Code 53E-9-309, it is illegal for the district to adopt software with prior approval and public record keeping. This diagram shows the scale of the district's active digital ecosystem. Right now, there are 72 distinct applications in use across the district, and they all funnel into a single security bottleneck managed by Kendra's team. To get through that bottleneck, the company behind each app has to sign a binding data privacy agreement. That agreement enforces two absolute prohibitions. Tech companies cannot sell student data, and they cannot use it for targeted advertising. Those contracts ensure that multi-billion-dollar vendors follow local community standards, legally preventing them from monetizing children. At the federal level, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA, establishes that sharing a student's data normally requires explicit parental consent. How do these 72 apps operate without you signing a form every day? They use the school official exception. This allows data sharing without consent only if a third party is performing a necessary institutional service. Look at how this flowchart breaks it down. The district leverages that exception to take a massive third-party tech company, legally reclassify them, and shrink them down into the structural equivalent of a direct, heavily monitored school employee. They only get the data required to do their job. Because they operate within this restricted structure, the school district maintains direct, unilateral control over the data at all times. Maintaining this list of 72 applications requires continuous oversight. Contracts expire and terms of service change, making privacy management a daily, active operation. FERPA compliance acts as an active daily perimeter defense, constantly maintained by the local technology team. Those legal contracts operate alongside annual privacy compliance reports filed with the state to provide visible proof of the district's work. All of that information feeds into the state-mandated metadata dictionary, a public-facing student data privacy portal that serves as a tool for parent transparency. This vendor card shows exactly what the public can access. The purpose quadrant states why a tool is used, while commercial constraints prevent data misuse. Below, justification and exception list who mandates the share and the permitting FERPA rule. This system gives parents the same level of access to data sharing justifications as state auditors. It puts the burden of proof on the tech companies, accessible from any home computer. State laws and federal compliance structures ultimately exist to serve the everyday reality here in the Grand County community. On your screen right now is the URL for the local privacy portal, grand-ut.askbeforeyouapp.com. Take 5 minutes tonight. Visit this site and read the purpose statement for just one application your child uses. If you read it and still have concerns, Kendra Cups' direct contact information is explicitly listed on that exact same page. Modern data security relies on the combination of binding legal agreements and a local point of contact you can call when you have questions.